Okay, so we're starting off with univariate data. Uni meaning one. So we're going to have you might want to write in there that this is when we have one list of data. Or we might say at one variable, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to investigate how to display this data, and then when we look at the data, what can we say about it, okay? So, but our very first job to do is to decide what type of data you have. So we always start off, so we get a variable. So that could be a selection of data. So say I might collect all the heights of you, the individuals in this room, all right? So I'm collecting a variable there, and that would be height. Okay, so when you collect data, you have two categories. It can either be categorical data or numerical data. Okay, so that's the first branches it goes off to. So it's either categorical or numerical. So say, for example, the one I just said was height. That's numerical. So I'm going to go down the numerical side first, okay? So numerical data can actually break off into two subcategories. So we might categorize it a little bit further. And we have two categories where we have discrete or continuous, okay? Now, with the magic words for discrete data is that you often say you counted it. So if you have a look at the examples there, so I've got some examples underneath. Say we went around and we asked everyone in the class, how many TVs have you got in your house? So we counted, you would have counted how many TVs you had in your house. So discrete means it's like a whole number. I might count how many pets you have, and that's it. And ages is not always discrete. It depends how they record it. So maybe in brackets there, you might have to write if it's recorded in years. So say, for example, we generally count how many years you've been alive. So you guys say you're 16 because you're 16 years. You've had 16 years. All right, so discrete is counted. So we do have like these two types of numerical, and the other one is continuous. And the word that can give away that one, that it's continuous, is that it's measured. Okay, so measured. So if you think about it, there you go. I told if we collected your heights, we could measure it. Now, when you measure height, you know how you could be 176.5 centimeters. So it's sort of a continuous number, yeah? Or if you've got your weight, it's not like you measure it, and it can be, say, you might be, 78.8 kilograms or something. Okay, so that's the weight. Now I've left blanks underneath it on purpose. So when you're going through your work and your examples, if there was one that threw you and you go, I didn't realise that, pop it in here so that you have a summary of ones that you didn't know and you can get it. So I've left that blank on purpose. So that was if you had a numerical. Now the other one we could have is categorical, and categorical branches off into two categories as well. So we have ordinal and nominal. So categorical is so when we have a category. So say we went around in the room and we asked what type of car, family car do you have? So everyone would be saying, like Mercedes, Holden, BMW, whatever. So that's a category, okay? So we call that a category. Now, we can branch off into two types of categorical data, and it can be nominal or ordinal. So nominal, it has no order to it. So we just write no order to it. So what that means, so whether we said colour of car, now the one I just said there, you might make type of car, yeah? the one I just said. So BMW and all that. That's just nominal. There's no order to it. But then you have the other set of categorical data, which is ordinal. So, you know when you do, you do surveys, and you know when the survey goes strongly agree, just agree, neither, disagree, strongly disagree. So it's a category. You're going to put yourself into a category of, you know, agreeing or whatever. But there's an order, because if I have a person strongly disagreeing and I have a person strongly agreeing, I do know there's an order. They are at opposite ends, okay? So ordinal data or variables, they have an order to it, you know, there's an order to it. So the tricky one, I've put a tricky one there, is shoe size. When we walk around and we go, what size shoe are you? We say, all right, I say, all right, I'm a size 6. You guys probably size 11. Now, that is just a category. It's still sort of like a name, a label. But there is an order to it, isn't there? Because I know that my foot's smaller than your foot because you're an 11, you know, I'm a 6 or whatever. So shoe size, it's a tricky one because sometimes, even though the name of the data has a numerical sounding, it doesn't necessarily mean it's numerical. So the other one is in there, and it's in your thing, is age categories. You know when they say, oh, you're over 50 or under 50s, or then they might say you're in the under 15s, under 16s, and all those groups. It's a category. You're still being put into a category, but there is an order. I understand that under 12s are younger than under 18s. We do understand there's an order there. So that, be careful. That's another one. We have recorded age, but we've put you into a group, so it makes it categorical. So they're little tricky ones. You will probably get some other ones. So we'll pop them in there, because this is on your front page, really easy to refer to in a test. And you'll be able to maybe go, oh, well, that one's similar to that, and it's probably that. Okay, so as I said, it's not the variable name itself that determines whether data is numerical or categorical. It is the way it is recorded. So they said weight recorded in kilograms is a numerical variable. But sometimes, like, you know, when you're doing a survey, if they said we'll just record people's weight, but we're going to say we'll give them a 1 if they're underweight, a 2 if they're normal weight. So in the end, you've collected all these 1s and 2s, but it's actually categorical data because you're putting them into a category of underweight or putting them in a categorical of normal weight, okay? So that's what I just said before anyway. We said we need to just be really careful. Don't assume by the name of it. You have to think about how did they record it. All right, so the example there, it says classify the following variables as categorical or numerical. So students choose their favourite pet from a dog, cat, bird or other. What do you think that is? So, pardon? Categorical. Yeah, good. We're going to go categorical. And let's just to practice, let's practice and say what we think the next category is. It nominal or is it ordinal? Nominal. Awesome. Yep, that's right. It would be a nominal. It hasn't asked me to do that, but it's a really good skill to keep practicing so you can get these marks in your year 12. Okay, so the time in seconds taken to solve a puzzle. So when I time you, do you think I'm measuring that? Aren't we measuring the time? Yeah. Yep. So what do we think that is? That's definitely numerical. And good. Excellent. It is continuous because we would probably measure that. Awesome. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay. So it says classify the following variables as nominal or ordinal. So what type of data is nominal and ordinal? What's the big... the big categorical. Good. So we're just doing that. Okay, so we have a group of people recorded their level of happiness. They were either very happy, happy, not too happy, or very unhappy. Ordinal. Good. It was ordinal. Excellent. And students select their favourite country to visit.
Nominal.
Yeah, nominal. Awesome. So, okay, keep going. So now the next one, it's asking us whether it was discrete or continuous, and what is that examples of? Yeah, good. That's examples of numerical data. Okay, so let's have a look at this. All right. The number of children in the family is recorded for all students in the school. So I probably would have counted how many kids there were in each family. So what did I do? I counted. So what's that one going to be?
Discrete.
Yep, good. Discrete. Excellent. And the birth weight of babies measured in grams is recorded in a hospital. What's that one?
Continuous.
Yeah, they gave it. It was given away because of the way it was recorded. Had the word measure there. Awesome. All right, so now I think we have a little bit of a jumbled up. We have to classify them in the final category. So either nominal, ordinal, discrete, or continuous. Okay. The number of students in each of the 10 classes is counted. So what do we think that is?
Numerically discrete.
Yeah, it's discrete. So say, so my class, I've got 23. Miss Michaela's class, 24, so we counted. Okay, the time taken for 20 mice to each complete a maze is recorded in seconds.
Continuous.
Yeah, good. It's numerical, isn't it? And it's continuous because we measured it. Okay, diners at a restaurant were asked to rate diners at a restaurant were asked to rate how they felt about their meal, either very satisfied, satisfied, indifferent, dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. Sorry. What's that one?
Categorical. Ordinal.
Yeah, good. Ordinal. But yep, categorical. Students choose a colour from the list. 1 equaled blue, 2 equaled green, 3 equaled red, and 4 equaled yellow. So they asked them what colour their favourite colour was, but if you was blue, you said I'm a 1. But what is that?
That'd be
Nominal.
Yep. Excellent. So it's still a colour. It's just a colour. So it's a categorical. There's no really order to the colours, is there? We can't say like red outranks yellow or, so definitely nominal. Good. Students were classified as less than 160 centimetres, 160 to 180, or more than 180.
Contiguous.
So I do not reckon that is.
categorical.
It's categorical, and what is it?
Ordinal.
Yeah. So be careful with that. That's we are categorising them, and it's ordinal. Okay?